Well, some of the challenges I faced when participating in all these extra activities while in uni was the first thing was really that I was a foreign student in UQ, so in all the activities I participated in, I really didn't know anyone. So I just went in, kind of independently and had to be a little bit more out there, a little bit more open to just meeting new people in order to just get the job done.
I worked on a research project here at UQ, so I looked at people smuggling and how Australia and Indonesia deal with that particular problem and the kinds of things that they're doing about it. I then got invited to go to Indonesia with my supervisor and present that research at a conference. The biggest challenge, I think, was being able to translate that research for an international audience. So even though I'd done all of the work, written the paper and handed it in for assessment, I had to then rephrase things in a way to make sure that they weren't going to be too controversial or too offensive, especially because we were in Indonesia at the time and there were quite a few diplomatic challenges in terms of the political relationship between Australia and Indonesia. I also had to think about really basic things. So for example, quite a few of the people attending the conference, English wasn't their first language. So I had to think really critically about how I presented that, what kind of language I used, and how fast I was talking, which was completely different to when I'd originally gone and just written the paper and the only person who ever read it was my supervisor.
I volunteered in Cambodia, it was quite a few years ago. And what I did there was I spoke to people who lived in rural environments about general hygiene and healthcare and nutrition, because I was doing a Bachelor of Health Sciences degree at the time, and my major was nutrition. It's easy to assume that everyone has the same access to information, because now you can just say, Google it, and Google knows all, and problem solved. But for the environment I was placed in the rural environment, the internet accessibility wasn't quite there. You'd have to travel for 20 to 30 minutes to get to something that was half decent, and people would spend a day because they wouldn't be able to get back as easily and had other commitments. Another challenge that I faced while I was there was, again, assuming things that are available to them that are pretty much just in our environment. So the thing was, I was talking about nutrition and explained that you need various food groups and how these help you. And I was asked what to do if they didn't have any meat. And that was a little heartbreaking because, well, protein is there, it's simple for us to get, and I didn't know how to respond.